Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on this first edition of the KECC 98.1 Muse FM podcast for 2018. Thank you for joining me. Joining me today is Summer. Summer, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am very well, and something I've been wondering, and I'm sure everyone else is wondering, I hope, how do you pronounce your last name?
It's Raderschadt.
Raderschadt. Okay. That's really cool.
Yeah, I usually get like Raderschadt or other words that sound very bad, but...
That's a good stage name.
Yes. It's
sweet.
You don't forget it.
Yes. So, let's start with this. What year are you?
I'm a freshman.
You're a freshman. Okay. And you're enjoying your time here at Evangel?
I am loving it.
Sweet. Okay. So let's start with why you came here to Evangel out of all the other schools you could pick. Why you came here and your journey coming here. Let's start with that.
Okay, so I guess my journey starts with my father. My father came here. He would be very mad if I told you what years he came here, but he went to college here. And so growing up as a little girl, it's always been like the college I expected to go to.
Sure.
So when my father would get alumni mail, I'd start to freak out thinking it was for me when I was in like third grade, because third graders get college mail.
Right, of course.
And so...
Smart third graders.
I know, yeah. Smart third graders, for sure. And then junior year, I'm like, oh my gosh, do I really want to go here? And so I started freaking out, looking at a bunch of different schools. And I toured a bunch of schools. And then when I got here, I knew it was my school. Like a complete peace, a complete joy filled me. So that's how I found Evangel.
Really?
Yeah.
That quick?
It was really quick. And I feel like in the back of my mind, I always knew that was where God had called me to go. Okay. But as soon as I got here, I stapled it. I knew for sure.
Right on.
Yeah.
So how has this start off been to your college career? What's your favorite thing about this?
Man, my favorite thing, about my classes?
Just the whole experience.
The whole experience. I enjoy the people here the most, probably. Yes. Growing up, I went to a private school, but then I had to go to a public school where not everybody was Christians. So they didn't all...
When did you make the switch?
My private school went up to 8th grade, and so started freshman year at a new high school.
Okay.
Which was an experience. But coming here and having people that want to invest in your life and who are also walking the same Christian walk has been so encouraging and uplifting to my spirit that it's probably my favorite part, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, what's your major?
I am undecided.
You're undecided. And what are you thinking about, at least?
I've been thinking about a few different things. I really want to minor in theater for sure.
Minor in theater. Have you met Dr. Wisdom?
I love Dr. Wisdom.
Okay.
She's amazing, my goodness. She led my choir class the other day as a substitute, and that was a lot of fun, actually. Cool. So I for sure want to do theater. And then I've looked into everything from business to political science to even television and communications and that stuff. Okay. I have a very open mind about it.
Yes. So I don't know if you already have an answer for any of these, but I want to go into give me a why for each of those. Why would you pick either of those?
For the majors?
Yes.
Why I would choose business is because in almost every profession you could go into, business is useful. Everybody wants a business. Political science, I've always loved politics for some reason. It's just always been something that fascinates me, and I like keeping up with the politics.
We'll have to do a whole podcast on politics.
Oh, for sure. Politics, they're my favorite thing. I find it so interesting. And then the communications and then media stuff, I like talking with people. Yeah. Whether interviewing or just trying to send them a message, it's what I enjoy.
Yes. Cool. So, would you consider double majoring? If you could.
Yeah, if I think I could handle the workload, for sure. I've definitely considered double minoring. I don't know if that's a thing, but...
Anything to give you, experience in all of those areas, I think would be awesome. Cool. Okay, so your time here, you've loved it so far. It's been great. what is one thing that you would like to leave an impact on here at Evangel? Something you'd like to change for the better?
I sort of want to encourage the people who don't necessarily want to be here. Like, I want to help them enjoy their experience. Because some people, their parents, like, they've known that they're going here because of their parents.
Right.
And so, like, they don't necessarily want to be here, but I want to help make them have a good time. Because I think that it's really a college that can affect everybody.
Right, right. So that's the main thing you would like to change right now.
I think so.
I'm going to assume, and I've had these same experiences, I think we've talked about this, sadly there are people who really don't want to be here, but they're here.
Yeah.
How do you find yourself dealing with that on a daily basis?
I mean, sometimes it's really discouraging when I see kids who, like, don't necessarily, like, want to be in chapel, don't necessarily want to be in the Bible classes. But then, like, I just have to remember that God put them here for a reason.
Right, right.
Like, even if it doesn't seem like it's making an effect on them, like, God, for some reason, put them here at this college.
Right. Excuse me while I adjust the microphone. You were saying?
Yeah, it's just dealing with it. I just got to remember that, like, God still loves them and he wants them here. Right. So I should try to help with his will in any way I can.
Yes. Now, you mentioned chapel. That's one of my favorite elements of this school.
Oh my gosh.
I love it here.
So good.
It's been amazing. You're doing well on your chapel credits?
Yeah, I'm over. I think I'm already 2/3 of the way done.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I'm like, technically I'm not going to have to go to chapel. I'm still gonna because I love it.
Right.
But
good for you.
yeah.
You're not doing the scan and scram like so many people I've seen. You go up, you scan it, you just leave.
Oh no.
Favorite chapel service so far? Do you have one?
Yes, I do. Spiritual Emphasis Week. It was like the first chapel he had, and he talked about not settling.
Right.
And that has made such a huge impact on my life and my friends' lives. Because so often, and especially for me in the dating sense, like, I just got out of a relationship and I, like, want to get right back into it.
Right.
But I'm like, is this what God has for me? And then I'm like, no, this obviously is not what God has for me. I'm not going to settle. But then also in so many other aspects of life, like, people settle. They settle for jobs. They settle for friendships. They settle for so many things when, like, if that's not God's best for you, you should not be stopping. Right.
And that's why I would say it's a good thing that you're not solid in what you want to major in right now.
Yes.
Because you're just open. Mm-hmm. Whatever.
No, because I was going to come in here with just, like, for sure business. Right. But I was like, I don't know if that's, like, I'm open to it, but I don't know if that's what I really want to do. Like, I don't want to settle.
Right. So who is your advisor, since you're not actually declared in any department?
It's John Spence. Do you know how cool he is? Oh my gosh.
He is an amazing man.
He's awesome. Yeah. I have him for 2 of my classes, my university seminar and my personal leadership, and it is, like, the most uplifting class. Anything with John Spence has been
such
uplifting.
A positive person.
Isn't it awesome? My goodness. And all he wants to do is help us figure out what we want to do. Right. Which is like, thank you, because I don't know what I want to do.
Right, right. Do you know your top 5 strengths?
Yeah, I've taken the test. I know my number 1 is woo.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I had influence, positivity. I think I had, like, strategic or something, and then, like, communication. I'm probably wrong on, like, 4 of those, but that was about it.
If you are, I could see all of those, so that's, you got me fooled. Well, great, you're enjoying his class, and he's just a great guy.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So positive, and I think he just has a peaceful spirit.
He does.
Very, very good. Bible class, you're in EC right now, I'm assuming.
Yes, Essential Christianity.
Who do you have with that, or for that?
Dr. Smallwood.
Smallwood, okay.
He really enjoys engaging his class.
Yes. And
he has, like, such a dry sense of humor that he puts, like, jokes in there that it takes you a second to be like, oh, wait, he's joking. But it's so funny. I absolutely love that class.
Great, very great. And that course, I'll be honest, out of all the Bible courses I've taken, it was not my favorite when I took the class. I didn't take it with him, but we're gonna stay away from that. No, but it's a good course, and I look back now, and of course, the celebration of the spiritual disciplines was
Yes.
I didn't think it was a good book then. I look back now, I'm like, wow, that was a really good book.
It's a really good book.
So, what was your favorite discipline?
Ooh, what was it? I think I enjoyed just the either celebration or solitude, which are two very different ones.
They are.
But the older I get, the more I see how solitude and just like taking time for yourself is like so important.
It is.
But then celebration, like being joyful and like everything that you do is another huge important factor that we usually forget.
Yes.
So, yeah, because so many people like they think that like the Christian life is supposed to be like miserable and you can't have fun and stuff.
Right.
But then this book, it's just like, no, you're supposed to be celebrating. You're supposed to be joyful.
Right. Cool. So what book are you in right now for that class?
Oh, it is.
Is it Hidden Worldviews? Is it that book?
No, it's with Veith.
God at Work.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, that's it. We're in chapter 4. I think we're supposed to start 4. And no, just talking about our vocation, which is like interesting because as an undecided person, it's like, I don't know what that is yet.
Right.
So
So do you feel that's helping you grow?
I think so. I think it's opening my mind to like remembering that there's what I want and then there's what God wants for my life. That God has a certain thing in plan for me. So as long as I follow along his will, he'll show me what my vocation is supposed to be.
Yes. Awesome. Do you have any siblings? We haven't touched on that yet.
Oh, my goodness, I do. I have a younger sister and a little brother. Okay, so together our names are Summer Rainbow.
Wow.
Isn't it cool? My parents are not hippies. It was actually sort of it was an accident how they all fit together so well. I wasn't even born in the summer. Like, my birthday's in 4 days.
I did not expect that.
No, I was born in the fall. But it was my mom's favorite. And then my sister, Rain, she was born during a drought. And the day she was born, it started pouring rain. And everybody was like, what a blessing.
Wow.
So you got Rain. And then Bo is actually short for Boaz, like Ruth and Boaz in the Bible. And he's a godly young man. That's what my parents wanted for him. So you got Summer Rainbow.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Neat. So, what is the age difference between the three of you?
My sister is a little over 1.5 years younger than me. So growing up, her and I were like best friends. She's still one of my best friends. So being so far away from her is very difficult. And my brother is 6 years younger than me. So like I got to partially like raise him, so
That's cool.
he's like half my brother, but then like I see him, I'm like, yes, you go, honey, like keep going.
That's my boy.
I'm so proud of him. Yes, I'm so proud of him in so many ways. So
Oh my. Cool. So, aside from you being here and you in school and doing what you're doing, where do you see them going?
oh gosh, my sister, she's very quiet. She's sort of almost the opposite of me. And she's always loved animals.
You're not quiet.
Isn't it crazy? No, but she's always been like such a caring person, and she loves animals, so
Okay.
she always thought vet, but I could see anything that involves her taking care of other people. And my brother, oh man, is he a character. He can talk to anybody, and he already has such a business sense that I'm hoping he's going to take over my father's business when he grows older, because he's got such a connection with people. It's like crazy because he's only 12 right now, and he's a businessman.
Really?
Like, he goes to school, but then like on the side, he's a businessman and he's great at it.
Impressive.
It is.
So your father's business, what does he do?
Yeah, we are a fireworks business, and
Really?
it's not just a 4th of July thing. Like, it's a year-round thing for us. We distribute to a lot of the Midwest, North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin, Nebraska, Wyoming, I think Montana, a bunch of states in that Midwest region. So that's our year-round job, but
And you're from South Dakota, right?
Yeah, South Dakota.
So, what do you like about your hometown compared to here? And then what do you like about here compared to your hometown?
Oh my. My hometown, I like the traffic's easier and I miss my family. Like I like my family and how they're there. But otherwise, the transition to...
You don't sound like too impressed with your hometown.
It's a very small town, and I love it, and it has its qualities. But if my family were to move here, like, I would be okay with not necessarily going back, although I do love it.
Okay.
But Springfield has a lot of more exciting, like, faster paced things. You have a lot more food here. We don't have Chick-fil-A in South Dakota. There's one in the entire state, and it's on a college campus, and so it's very intimidating to go onto it. So I never did. So you guys have Chick-fil-A here, which is very, very important.
So your first time eating Chick-fil-A was on a college campus?
Oh, no. Nope. I've never gone to that Chick-fil-A on that college campus. Okay. I'm petrified. It's the huge state school, so...
Yeah, but you have been, right?
Oh, I've been to Chick-fil-A. Okay. It was like I'd go into withdrawals because I only got it every couple of months, maybe. Sometimes it was like years apart. Cool.
So, fun question then. What do you get when you go?
Oh, I always get the grilled chicken sandwich with like the waffle fries and then like half sweet tea, half unsweet tea with like so much Chick-fil-A sauce you could drown in it.
Yes. Chick-fil-A, people say it's overrated. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
It's so good. So good. Okay, I guess we'll move kind of back into your majors.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say you pick one. And let's go beyond major, because you don't actually have to have the same career as your major, of course. What could you see yourself doing, though?
Realistically, I want to be working with people and helping them. So I don't know how I would necessarily, use it, but for sure, I see myself interacting with people on a daily basis, not just, which some people, they enjoy computers and, being alone, but I can't be alone for very long. So I see myself working with people, hopefully helping them. For a while, I thought about becoming a teacher, but then I realized I didn't want to go to school every day.
Right.
So
helping people like psychology, medicine, or something different?
For sure not medicine. Okay. I can't do blood. But I've considered psychology because I enjoy, I enjoy working with, people who have mental, disorders and stuff I enjoy that, yeah. Okay. And I think that people need to be more open about those types of things.
I would agree.
I won't go on a rant right now. I did write a paper about it, but...
We'll have to talk about that sometime. That's interesting. Cool. Yeah, in my Pentecost class that I'm taking right now, they did a segment, and it's an online course, so it's accelerated. It will be done this week. I'm so excited for that. It's the end of my Bible courses, and it's been a fun run with that. By the way, if you take a book study, I recommend taking it studying Ruth and Esther. I did that.
Those are two such powerful women. I love them.
We did that, I did that, and it was a study of both books in one course.
Wow.
So it was really nice, and it was an online course. I took it last semester. Yeah. That's probably the one thing that really sparked my interest in wanting to read the Bible more, because for the longest time, even being raised in a Christian church, and I don't know if you can relate, maybe you can, you tend to take the reading of Scripture for granted and not realize how important it is.
Oh, most definitely.
And so that's really changed for me. But all that to say, kind of a rabbit trail there, in this Pentecost course that I'm taking, a lot of ums today for some reason, whatever. We talked about people with disabilities and just how Pentecost and the whole event of Pentecost really broke down barriers. And so at one point you had the Holy Spirit only being poured out on certain people. Even in the Old Testament, it was just a few people. When it came to Pentecost, it was a wide variety of people. So we talked about disabilities and how some of that is considered taboo and people don't know how to approach it. So I applaud you for that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Do you know what made you interested in that in any way?
I guess, like, I wasn't really aware of it until my 7th grade year.
Okay.
Like, I never encountered anybody with depression that I known of. I never, like, was like, oh, you have depression, you have anxiety. And then, as I got older and teenagers, like, I encountered, and I still do, like, depression, anxiety, obsessive compulsive disorder, eating disorders. Like, you just see it in everyday life, but
right.
most people are so hush-hush about it.
Yes.
And then you have people who have those things,
right.
and they're hush-hush about it, and then they don't get
right.
help, and then they're troubled for the rest of their lives.
Yes.
And I think if you're willing to admit it and own up to it and realize that you need help, whether it be like you have to get medicine for it, you just talk to people about it. As long as you like are willing to own up and take care of that, I think this world would be a much better place.
Yes.
Like 100%.
And if you get behind that and that's what God calls you to, that's going to be really awesome.
Wouldn't it?
We need people to be more open to other situations and just willing to help.
Completely agree.
Yes. Well, we're about out of time, but before we close out for today, do you have anything that you would like to say, a piece of advice for maybe a new student coming in, or just where you would like to see yourself by senior year, if you want to think that far ahead?
I do have a piece of advice. Don't be afraid to talk to a random person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I guarantee you at least 75%, if not more, of the kids on campus are going to want to talk to you back and become your friend. Like, I feel like that's a lot of people are like, oh, what if they judge me? But they're not going to judge you. Like, right. They're going to start loving on you.
Right.
So that'd be my piece of advice. I don't know what's happening with senior year. I'm just totally relying on God right now.
Cool. So how would you like to, I guess, if I could really, I don't want to force you to think about senior year, but just looking ahead, I guess, what would you like to see in yourself?
Oh.
An interest, a hobby, an idea, whatever it may be.
Yeah, I want to take a part of, like, younger or older girls' lives and, like, invest in their lives. Like, in the Christian aspect and just the life aspect. Like, I want to see myself become more involved in other women's, not that anything's wrong with guys, but I'm a woman, so.
Well, there might be.
Yeah.
We don't know yet.
But I want to really invest in other people's lives and make them feel important and help them in their walk with Christ.
Good for you. Good for you. Closing question, favorite Bible character and story?
Shoot, we were talking about Esther, and honestly, growing up, she was most definitely my favorite. Like, I used to pretend I was her, but just, like, God, what's the verse? It's Esther 4:14. That's a guess, but it's like, what if God made you for such a time as this?
Right.
That's not right completely, but
it's close.
It's close, and it's like, what if I was only made for this, like, one instance? Like, I think, and she's a queen, my gosh. Like, she slayed the game with God by her side, but she slayed the game, so.
Were you a VeggieTales kid?
Oh, I was definitely a VeggieTales kid.
Yeah, because all I'm thinking the whole time is VeggieTales. All right, well, Summer, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you see Summer in the hallway, of course you can't see her on a podcast, but if you see her and you meet her, tell her how much you enjoyed this and get to know her. She's got a cool story, and this is only a part of it. That's the amazing thing about people. We have stories that really we don't have enough time to tell in just an hour or 20 minutes, whatever it may be. So get to know her. And more importantly, be blessed throughout your day. Go out and bless someone else, love someone else, and be the change in someone's life. Thank you, and have a great day.